Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to show you how to create a dorm room in SketchUp. So to start off, you are going to want to select your rectangle tool and start from the origin point, click once and hover your mouse. And before you click again, go ahead and type in your dimensions. So it's going to be 19 feet and 4 inches by 12 feet and 9 inches. Okay, so once you have that, we're going to want to create our walls. And to do that, you can just go ahead and use your offset tool. And this might be easier to do in your top view. So once again, to create your walls, go ahead and select your offset tool, hover over one of the edges, and type in 9 inches. Okay, the next step is going to be to draw those interior walls. And to do that, you can just use your line tool. Go ahead and start from this edge over here, so your left edge, your left bottom edge, and drag over to 4 feet. And you'll want to drag over the horizontal line. So 4 feet. And then you can go over to that 4-foot mark, click once, and draw your line to the other side of the wall. Okay? Now you'll want to make sure this wall is 9 inches. So to do that, just go ahead and click one of the points of the line. Drag over on the horizontal side. Type in 9 inches. Go to that point that we just created for the 9 inches and draw a line to the opposite side. So now you'll want to make the 2 actual interior walls. And the first wall is going to be 4 feet 8 inches. So that wall will be at this bottom edge. So start from one side of the 2 lines we just drew. So the wall, start out one side at the bottom here. Click once, hover your mouse and type in 4 foot 8 inches. Go to that point and draw a horizontal line to the other side of the wall. And now we'll create our 2 foot 8 inch wall on the opposite side of the room. So to do that, press on either side of the existing wall that we just drew. Hover over vertically and type in 2 foot 8 inches. And go to that point and draw another horizontal line. Once you have that, go ahead and erase the lines you don't need anymore. So we don't need these middle lines. Erase those. And we don't need these lines. Okay, so once you have that, I'm going to just change my view a little bit. And we're going to use the push and pull tool to bring these walls up. So hover over the walls that we drew. Click once. Hover your mouse and type in 10 feet. Okay, so once you have the walls, now we can draw an opening for our door and window. So our door is going to go on this side and our window will go on this side. So to make sure that the wall is in the middle, I'm just going to use my line tool and hover over to where the midpoint highlights. I'll click once and drag and make sure that I'm dragging along the blue axis and type in 7 feet because that's how high we want our door opening to be. Then I'll hover over, and we want our door to be 3 feet wide, so since I drew this in the middle, I'll want to create half of that 3 feet first, so that's going to be 1'6". Then I'll draw another line down. Make sure I'm following the blue axis. And then now we can draw our 3 foot wide width. So I'll click here and hover over and type in 3 feet. Go to that point, draw another line up, and make sure you're lining it up with this top 7 foot point. To do that, just leave your mouse at the 7 foot mark for a couple of seconds, then drag your line over and you'll see that green dotted line appear. And once the line is highlighted at blue and intersects with the dotted green line, you'll just press once, connect, and now you have your opening. I went ahead and erased that middle mark since we were just using that for guidance. Now select that opening, and then we're going to use our push and pull tool to create the actual opening. To make sure it's lined up, just go ahead and press the opposite point of the interior wall, and we have our door opening. Now for the window, we'll do the same thing with different dimensions. So go ahead and use your line tool, find a midpoint, and I'm gonna make it 3 feet off of, I'm gonna make the starting point of the window opening 3 feet from the floor. So I'll press once, hover my mouse, type in 3 feet. And I want to make the whole window 4 foot wide, so I will first split that in half, so I'll make it 2 feet, drag it up and make it 4 foot high, and now I can make the whole width 4 feet. And then complete my square. Now we can erase the guideline, and we can select our window opening, and to hollow it out, we use our push and pull tool and drag it to the opposite side of the exterior wall. Okay, so once you have your dorm room sketched out, I would recommend making it a component. That way, whenever you start bringing in furniture and materials, nothing gets intersected. So I'm going to make it a component, name it dorm. And once you have this, you can start placing your materials, which are located on your default tray. And in order to place materials into the component, you want to double click into the component. That way you can place them on the individual elements of the interior, so the floor, the walls. And you can bring in your furniture by going to Window, 3D Warehouse, and bring in any furniture you want from here, or you can customize and draw your own furniture. You can even bring in doors. SketchUp has a variety of doors. You can also create your own doors by, if you want to, for example, make it a dynamic component. I'm going to go ahead and rotate that door. And then of course we'll want to scale it. Alright, so that's how you create your dorm room and bring in different interior elements like doors, windows, furniture, and insert your materials.